Hello, good morning. Good morning. This is your girl, Dare to Be Rare, aka Jackie, coming back with another video. You know what? Today, y'all, I wanted to talk about the YouTube fantasy, right? Just the fantasy in general. Now, let me tell you what, there is nothing wrong with the fantasy, right? Because we all want to fantasize our life, we want to romanticize our life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because thinking about when we were children and we played with our dolls and we played with our dish sets and stuff, and look, none of that was really true, but it was true because we were making it true in our world. I remember I had an easy bake oven and I was baking, in my little easy bake oven. And, you could buy the little boxes of mix to cook in your easy bake oven. But guess what? When I ran out of the easy bake oven mix, I used mud. I would get me some dirt and mix it with water, and I would act like I was baking my cake the same way in the easy bake oven. And a lot of times that's what life is about. That's what the toys are about, especially for kids. I remember I had a Baby Alive. Remember that song? Baby alive, soft and sweet, she can drink, she can eat. And that gave me the fantasy of having a real live baby, and I could feed her, her mouth would move, and she even had little diapers and had the milk bottle, and the food would come through her and get in her little, pamper, and I would change her. And guess what? It was a fantasy, but at that time, but when I got my own babies and they was pooping and I had to get up every morning and feed them, the fantasy was over because real life had kicked in at that time. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to talk about as far as the YouTube fantasy, look, that little fog then got on my glasses. Sorry, y'all. See now, I'm doing no editing. I'm wiping my glasses. And for some of y'all, this destroyed the fantasy, right? I came on here. I just washed my hair. I'm letting it dry naturally. But what happens is we come on YouTube because sometimes we're dissatisfied with our own life and the things that's happening. But see, because we're living in our reality, in our own reality. And the influencers that we're watching are not living in our reality, and we think it's something magical and there's a fantasy going on in their life because we're not living their life. We're bringing 1-2 videos a week. And I'm just starting, and maybe some of them are bringing videos every day, but you're just seeing those 30 minutes, that hour, that 15 minutes, that 20 minutes. That's all you're seeing of their life, and you're thinking, oh, I want to do that. Oh, look at her makeup. Oh, her skin is so beautiful. Oh, this, that. You're just seeing that little part. And guess what? I'm not saying that they're not living a good life, but your life is good too. No matter what you're going through, your life, you understand what I'm saying? Life, you have life. You have life. The fact that you have life, that you're living, you're breathing, you can watch this video, you can watch it and not like it, you can watch it and like it, you can criticize, you can praise it, you can put a comment, down there to say, oh, I hate it, you don't know what you're talking about. You can put a comment to saying I love it. All that is a sign of life. And not only is it a sign of life, it's a sign that your body parts are moving. You can get in the comment section and type comments, or you can speak comments. So no matter what you do, who was it? Was it J. Cole that wrote that song that says there's no life better than your life? And we have gotten so used to the fantasy of someone else's life until when we find out something bad happened in life, we actually rejoice. Oh yeah, I knew something was wrong. Oh, I knew. Just like take the Diddy situation. Now, I'm not an expert on P. Diddy, and I'm not judging him. But a lot of us looked at his life and looked at the money. He called himself Brother Love, and he was having these parties, and we would just be hoping, oh my God, I wish I could have a party. I wish I had that money. And now that the itch has hit the fan, we all like, oh, I knew something was wrong. No, you didn't. You was hoping you could go to that party. You was wishing you had that money. And believe me, ain't nothing wrong with having money. Everybody gets it different ways. Money is not good or bad. It just is. But what I'm saying is that you are expecting people to come on YouTube, including myself. You want me to come up here with a full face of makeup, with my face, what they call it, beat. You wanted me to have baked my makeup and did my eyebrows. And you know goodness well in your daily life, your face ain't fixed up every day. You ain't got makeup on every day. I don't see you when you going to the salon or you going to the place to get your eyebrows arched, you know, and to get your skin done and getting your facials. You're doing work to make that stuff happen. It's not happening all the time. So I'm just telling you, what I'm here to say is encourage you to, yes, it's okay to have a fantasy, but accept life for what it is. Being alive is the fantasy. The fact that you get to be here on this earth, living out whatever is taking place in your life. That's the fantasy. We're really all just in a dream. We're in a dream. This is nothing but a game. Look, appreciate people that come up here and they're just themselves. Because it lets you know they're living real life. Take my girl Beyonce. Now, I am a Beyonce fan. But do you think for 1 minute, I think that she ain't in the bathroom peeing and pooping just like me? Do you think for 1 minute, I think she ain't got to cut her toenails? That she don't have to do her hair? That she don't get the same emotions that I get? That if she's a mother, that her kids can get on her nerve? Now, we process stuff differently, but these people are living real life too. They're going through the same things that you're going through. Money helps you buy more stuff. It might help more people kiss up to you and not tell you like it really is. You know, money might make people say, if you a biatch, they might be scared to say it because their money is tied to your money. But what I'm saying is real life. And even for those people who say, what would Jesus do? They're following Christ. They're so sweet. They're just Christians. And look, I was raised Christian, so I don't have anything against Christians. But let me tell you what. The people was not the same in church as they was at home. I know for a fact. Because I lived with my stepfather, and he was hell at home, and he was heaven at church. You know what I'm saying? He created a fantasy when he walked out them doors, and we was, as his children, afraid to say anything. He was preaching the love of God at church and fighting on my mama at home. So, what I'm saying is, appreciate your own life. Appreciate what you have to bring. Appreciate being your authentic self. And we say we don't care what people say. Yes, we do. If you didn't care what people say, the same way you walk around your house, you would be able to go to the grocery store. Now, I'm not promoting going out looking any kind of way, unless you want to. I'm not, doing the Monique thing, and I'm not going to talk about nobody wearing their bonnet, because if you want to wear your bonnet to the grocery store, wear your bonnet. Because, and I know they say, yes, it makes people treat you differently the way you dress. Why am I worried about how people treat me? My main concern is how I'm treating myself. And then they say, oh, you don't love yourself and you go out with a bonnet. Yes, I do. Me wearing a bonnet or not wearing a bonnet don't have anything to do with loving myself, because you cannot wear the bonnet, have a full face of makeup on, have your hair did and everything, and still do not love yourself. You just putting on a show. You just creating a fantasy to make somebody else think that this is how you really feel about yourself. You faking it until you make it. And if you want to fake it, that's fine. This video is not about telling you what to do, not to do. It's just a powerful suggestion of love your own life. Live your own life. Appreciate whatever situation you're in at that time, because situations change. You or say, oh, if I only had the money, oh, if I only was like them, oh, if I only could do that. Let me tell you, it's some things you can do right now before you get the money. And guess what? If you ain't already doing it, you probably ain't going to do it when you get the money. So this is what I'm saying. Fantasize your own life. Don't look for someone else to bring fantasy to your life. If you like to see people dressed up and in makeup, do your own. If you like to fantasize, oh, I wonder what it would be like to have nice smelling perfume, buy the sample. You ain't got to buy the whole bottle. If you want some expensive perfume, buy the sample. Dab it on. Make your own fantasy. You can do that. I'm just encouraging you to do what you want to do. Fantasize your own life. Romanticize your own life. Okay? If you want to imagine yourself eating at expensive restaurants. But right now, you don't have the money. Because like I said, things change. Don't say you can't afford it. It's just that right now, that money that you would go to the restaurant with, you're doing something else with it. You're choosing to buy groceries at home. So since you're choosing to buy groceries at home, don't eat on the paper plate. Pull your plate out. Get your wine glass out and put your grape juice in it, your soda in it. Or maybe you got some real wine. Put that in that glass. Fantasize your own life. Put your hair up. Dress up for yourself. Walk around your house looking good. Bring fantasy to your own life. Just like I told y'all, if you watched my other videos. If you haven't, I'm going to repeat this. My husband had a stroke. I have to do everything for him. And when I say everything, I mean fix his food, brush his teeth, wash his face, cut his hair, clip his toenails, put his clothes on, take him to the bathroom. Now, I could be here crying, oh my God, why I got it, why me? Or I can say, you know what? This is the situation right now, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig in with everything I got, and I'm not, because I know that this is all temporary, and I'm going to enjoy whatever, the fact that he still has life. And then some people might say, well, that ain't living. It's people born that can't walk. It's people born not talking. You have people born that are, I had a friend at work. His fiance's daughter was born paraplegic. Couldn't talk, couldn't walk. But guess what? She was alive. She was alive. See, we have a different definition of life. Okay, we think life is going on a roller coaster, going to the mall, driving the car. That's not necessarily life. This is what life is. You see that? Being able to breathe. That's life. And life expresses itself in all different ways. Life expresses itself through a cat. Life expresses itself through a dog. Life expresses itself through an ant. Life expresses itself through the moon, through the stars, through the dirt, through the plant. Everything that you see is made of life and energy. So fantasize whatever life you have. Don't wait on the influencers. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do what the influencers do, because look, I can't tell you what to do anyway, because I'm not an influencer. But what I'm saying is, you're going to create misery in your life if you're always looking at somebody else and think that's what life is. No, life is you. You are life. Whatever you can do and whatever you can't do is life. If you can talk, that's life. If you can't talk, that's life. If you're fat, that's life. If you're skinny, that's life. If you want to lose weight but you feel like you can't, that's life. If you want to gain weight and you feel like you can't, that's life. It just gives us something to aspire to. So don't feel like that just because you're not able to hop on a plane and go to China or Hawaii or wherever you want to go, that you're not living life. Because at any point in this living of life, that can change. You might not be able to go to Rome or Paris today, but you don't know what is coming. You don't know what you're going to be able to do. You couldn't even imagine this point that you're at right now. So, fantasize your own life. And look, I can come up here with my hair did, my hair pulled back, making my face look younger, pulling up my cheekbones with some lipstick on, put on me some red lipstick to make my teeth look whiter. I could put me some blush on to make it seem like I got contouring in my cheeks, and I can do all of that stuff. I could put me some crepey race cream on to get rid of the wrinkles in my neck. But is that really how it is? I mean, it'll be okay for me to create a fantasy for myself. It'll be okay for me to wear makeup and to do all of those things. But it's also okay if I don't do them. And those who want to see somebody made up might not watch my video. But those who want to see somebody that look like themselves, and guess what? The person that's wearing the makeup can look like you at some point if you put on makeup. But the person that's not wearing the makeup, and I bet you the influencers that you watching, 95% of the time, they looking just like this with no makeup, walk around their house in their gown or their whatever they have on, handling business, using the bathroom just like you, cooking just like you, living regular life just like you, just like you, just like me. Yes. And it's okay. It's okay to dress up, and it's okay not to dress up. It's okay to put on lipstick, and it's okay to let your lips be chapped. It's okay to brush your teeth, and it's okay to not brush your teeth. And I saw some of y'all frown when I said that. Yes, you don't brush your teeth sometimes. I know you're human, so don't even act like you do. You get up some mornings and you get to going around the house and doing stuff, especially on your days off. And you go in there and you get that cup of coffee and you ain't brushed teeth the first. As a matter of fact, you ain't even washed up yet. So don't act like that you that tidy, as my mom used to say, that you that tidy bowl clean all the time. And that's even down to the stars. They not washing their butt every minute either. If you think that money has made that much of a difference in their life, it's giving them access to more soap and more different kind of shower gels, but that don't mean they're using it every minute. Just be, baby, just be yourself. It's okay. It's okay to not have the fantasy, and it's okay to have the fantasy, because really this whole life is nothing but a fantasy. Life is a dream. It's up to you how you want to live this dream. Let me tell you, last night I had a dream. But of course I didn't know it was a dream, because I was dreaming that it was real. And now that I've been listening to, different things, law of attraction, and, the metaphysical meaning of things, and really learning that there is no such thing as time, that we're living all our lives right now. And I know people have the past life regressions and just terms we use, but everything is happening right now, right? Creation is done. Every option that's available is available. Just like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. So everything is right now. So last night I was having this dream, which I didn't know it was a dream at the time. But in the dream that wasn't a dream, I realized that I had dreamed this before. And the thought came to my mind while I was dreaming that this is an alternate reality. This is another reality that's actually happening, but I didn't like it. So it came to me that I can stop this right now and get out of that reality. And even though what I'm going through right now Sometimes I feel sad because of my husband's situation and my situation and all this kind of stuff. This reality actually was better than the reality that I was experiencing in the dream. So I actually chose to get out of that reality and come back to this one. You see? Now see, don't wait till something worse happen for you to appreciate where you are now. Okay, so I've gained like 10, 15 pounds. Now, when I was smaller, when I didn't have this extra 10, 15 pounds, guess what? I still felt like I was big, right? And I'm like between a size 8 and a 10. You know how clothes are. It just depends. And, they say the camera adds pounds. Well, mine's done threw a whole bunch on me. But nevertheless, is that when I was smaller, I wasn't appreciating that size. I was wishing I was smaller. So now that I'm this size, I'm wishing that I could be the size that I wasn't appreciating when I was that size. So this is what I'm telling you before it's too late, which is never too late because we got time, right? Time is nothing. Time doesn't exist. But the thing is, live in the moment. So guess what? I'm going to enjoy whatever I can wear and do and be with this 10 pounds or 15 pounds. And who says that I have to be 10 pounds lighter? Oh, I know your doctor might say, oh, well, you might be at high risk for this and that and that. Let me tell you what, have you ever watched those videos where the people are out and they're catching their own food? And a lot of times they use like the different countries in Africa and these people that's way in the woods, and they got their huts, and the huts is made of straw and mud. And you look at them and they'll smile, and some of them don't. They got teeth missing, right? Okay, their breast is sagging, right? The women's breast is sagging and everything. And guess what? They not over here eating chocolate and donuts and drinking Pepsi and all that. Guess what? And their teeth still coming out, right? Their breast is still sagging. They don't have access to plastic surgery and breast lifts, right? So that's just a natural progression of things. So I'm not making this an excuse to eat all the donuts I want, but this is what I'm saying. Your teeth can fall out eating no donuts, okay? You can get fat eating no donuts, all right? You can get fat out there hunting your food and eating herbs and berries that you done found on the ground and catching fish, and you can still end up with 2 teeth in the front and none on the side. The lesson out of this is live your effing life. If you want the donut, eat the donut, because guess what? You gonna leave this physical body regardless. Now, if the donut is gonna make you not be able to do things in this physical life, like if you feel like the donut gonna drag you down so bad that you can't even walk up a flight of steps, then maybe you should put the donut down, right? But what I'm telling you is that you're not gonna be in this body forever, even if you don't eat the donut. You're not gonna be in this body forever, even if you're vegan. You're not gonna be in this body forever, even if you decide to do keto. It doesn't matter. It might make you feel better, okay? And you have to decide what makes your body feel better while you're in this physical plane. But what I'm saying is, if you think that not eating the donut is going to add time to your life, personally, I don't believe it. Because I believe when it's time for you to go, you're going to go. I mean, and you don't have to agree with me. But let me tell you, have you seen those emergency room shows where a person get hit by a car and they get knocked into a pole and the pole goes through the side of their neck and they live? And then you see a video where a kid is running around the track, step on a nail, the nail go through their shoe, and in 2 days they dead. Can you explain that? Can you explain why the little nail killed somebody, but the pole that went through a person's neck and they make it? No, you can't. You can't explain it. I can't explain it. All I can say is live until you're not living. That's the best we can do. So, just wanted to holler at y'all and say, fantasize your own life. This is your girl, Dare to Be Rare. And when I make these videos, I'm talking to me too. I got to fantasize my life. I love y'all. I hope this video finds you and you like it. And if not, that's okay too, because everybody's not going to agree with everybody, but it's not going to change my love for life and my love for you. Because it's easy to love somebody I don't know, because you ain't done nothing to me. Anyway, this your girl Jackie, Dare to Be Rare. See you in the next one.